Hey, what's up, GamingLabel? This is soberkyo. Bringing you a game of Domination on Salvage. This is gameplay from a few weeks ago. I've had this one lying around for a while. Pretty decent game. I think I get like 40 kills. Um, and yeah, I'm going with the AK-47 with the silencer. I really like the silencers a lot. I mean, the AK-47 is pretty powerful already. So even with the silencer on, it's still a fucking beast. Um, and my secondary is a Spaz 12 because it's just a beast of a shotgun, I guess you could say. I like this is from a while ago, and more recently I've been going with like the AA-12 shotgun, and I haven't been using the Spaz as much. But the Spaz, I don't know. I mean, well, I guess I'd say what I don't like about it is that it has kind of a long like switching time, and then like close to when I stopped using it, I would get a lot of hit markers on people. Like, it's really weird because you can seriously kill somebody from like almost across the map. I mean, that's an exaggeration, obviously, but you can kill somebody from really, really far away with a spaz, and then you'll also have times where you'll blast them point blank in the face, and like you get a hit marker, and it doesn't, that kind of stuff. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. And so I definitely find that there was the most inconsistency for me with the spaz over other shotguns that I was using, and so I just started switching it up. I like to go with the machine pistols are really fun to use. Like the G18 with the Kimbo is really good, so I was going with that for a while, and I stopped using shotguns. But anyways, yeah. So I get a kind of a rough start to this game. I die a couple times, but then I do well in the end. Um, or like after the whole game is done. This is a spot that I don't really like. I throw the grenade on that hanging thing. Yeah, so I try not to stay up there for too long because it gets really annoying for me when people just kind of chill there for like the whole game. There's definitely been games that I've played where people just don't like leave, like they die and they go right back. I don't know. I just don't really like people who play like that. Um, but yeah, so playing domination. My team. I think I'm playing with like a few other people, either two or three other people right now. Um, and I really like playing a full party. This wasn't a full party, but when I do play in a full party, it's a lot of fun because you can kind of control the game, especially if you know all the people. Um, you can, you have communication. You can, pretty much you rarely lose, I'd say, because a lot of times you're playing against people that aren't on a team, people that are just in twos, or people that are all playing by themselves and stuff, and so you have like a pretty big advantage over those people because they're not really communicating. Um, and it also, I definitely feel like it's easier to get good scores when you're playing with a group and you can sort of control the flow of the game. And you can get help from people and you can kind of depend on them to cover your back, sort of. Whereas, if you play with like some randoms, then a lot of times, they suck, is what I've found. More often than not, when I play with people, like my teammates are really, really bad if they're not people that I know, which is frustrating. So I got my Predator here, called it in, got two, throw down that Harrier. I think I'm going with 5711 with Predator Harrier and AC-130 in this game. The AC-130, it was not being very, very nice to me. I was kind of sucking with it this game. I think I get two of them, and I only get a total of like 8 or 9 kills, if I remember correctly. But I mean, I guess that means I get more kills with my gun, which is cool. Um, and yeah, I think I move around a lot in this game. Um, I mean, kind of. I like there's some plus spots where I sort of chill a little bit, but then after I get the first AC-130, like usually after I get a good streak going, I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm just going out and my Harrier poached that kill. I'm feeling pretty good, and I start playing a little bit more aggressive because it's fun to play like that, and when you got that confidence going, then I feel like it's a lot easier to get to do well, to get kills when you're feeling good, and you know that people in the game are like they play a certain way, and you have an idea for it and stuff. Yeah. So this AC-130, calling it in. I'm kind of a bad spot over by B, but luckily they're all spawning by A, and nobody's really been able to get out because we're just kind of raping them. Um, which is honestly is usually what happens when I play with people. We like we rarely lose unless we're playing against another full team. That's really good. Yeah, so that spot right there that I'm aiming at right now with the AC-130 is it's a really common spawn spot, um, or spawn location, spawn point, whatever you want to call it. And I actually like, depending on, usually if they have A, you can be standing there. If the enemy has A, you can be standing there, and they'll still keep spawning behind you in those little like cement sort of I don't know, cylinders you could call them, and you'll be standing literally right there. Like I have video of that. I think I might put up a video of some ridiculous spawns that I have footage of, where like somebody will spawn like just right next to me when the whole map is open, pretty much, and then they'll come around the wall and just shoot me in the back, even after I just killed them, kind of thing. So yeah, I'm trying to compile a bunch of videos, or I mean, like a bunch of clips for that. So I might have that coming up pretty soon. But anyways, yeah, I feel like every map has a spot like that. Like, just really weird. Like on sub base, there's a back by kind of like uh, the fuel system, sort of by the C building. If you're playing domination on sub base, there's a corner back there where people will spawn when you're right there. And I mean, if you're literally standing in it, then they don't. But if you're standing like, anywhere, if you're standing out of that exact corner, and even if you're right there, you know, standing like maybe on the other side of that little fuel thing, then they're still going to spawn there. And like once, if they know where that you're there, then they're pretty much just going to kill you pretty easily. So grab another predator here. I see that they're all inside, and I get lucky that guy spawned, get one kill there. Um, I'm just kind of running around. We're putting the hurt on these guys, so like everybody's just having fun. I'm just running around trying to get kills. My One of the guys I'm playing with here is just cleaning up. I'm getting a bunch of kills with his Scar, I believe, which is an awesome weapon. I actually haven't been using it that much recently, though. What's weird is that, it's not weird, but I kind of, in the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, I used the ACR a lot because it didn't have a lot of recoil, and I liked using the M4 and those kind of guns because they didn't have recoil. But now I find it hard to use them because I got really used to using the Scar, and just the way that the Scar jumps around when you fire it, especially like I use the red dot sight a lot, and so I kind of got used to the way that it moves. Um, and sometimes I would anticipate, you know I would know where it was going to go, sort of thing, with the recoil, and I'd be able to hit somebody, and I wouldn't be able to hit them like without that recoil, kind of thing. And it took me a long time to get used to that, like after I stopped using this car. So it's kind of strange. Like the AK-47 doesn't have too much recoil either, but you kind of get used to that too. Um, you know. So yeah, the game's pretty much coming to an end here. I'm in the AC-130, just not even getting that many kills because it ends, I think, early. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Probably gonna have like some more videos on here. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, check it out, and appreciate you guys watching. And I'll talk to you later.